let's talk about top prospects because there's going to be a heck of a lot of them in college hockey this year. And among them, I mentioned Zeev Buium. I think he's going to be a legitimate threat for the Hobie Baker this year. I think he's going to be outstanding in that regard. James Hagens, the number one draft prospect. I think he's going to have a big season at Boston College. The bar has been set by Adam Fantilli and Macklin Celebrini over the last two seasons that if you're a freshman, you got to win the Hobie Baker if you're going to go in the top two. I don't necessarily think that that's the case because there's a lot of competition, including on his own line. Ryan Leonard and Gabe Perreault, two of the very best scorers from last season, both opted to return to Boston College. Ryan Leonard had plenty of opportunity. I mean, the Washington Capitals were telling him, hey, you could play in the playoffs for us, and he decided to stay. He decides to stay, and he's going to be a very key player for them. He's going to be a key player at the World Junior Championship. Very fascinating players there. Trey Augustine, Jacob Fowler, among the top goaltenders in the country. We've got incoming freshman Hampton Slakinski, who we'll talk a little bit more about in a minute. The reigning USHL goalie of the year at Western Michigan. You've got all of these new players that are coming into the mix too as freshmen. Trevor Connolly at Providence, John Mustard at Providence, Logan Sawyer at Providence, maybe one of the best recruiting classes that Nate Lehman has brought into the Providence Friars. That's going to be a team to watch this year because of all of the young talent that they've brought in. You look over at Michael Hage at Michigan. Is he going to be able to take the reins? Those are going to be the questions that these top prospects have to answer over the course of this season. I mentioned EJ Emery, Sam Renzel. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. There are dozens of first-round draft picks playing in the league this year. And then there are a number of high-end draft prospects. We talked about Hagens. We talked about this last week with Cam Robinson, Logan Hensler, Cullen Potter, a number of players that are going to be really interesting to watch. So lots of top prospects.